What we have here are two L brackets, one for the camera body and one for the camera grip. Notice the body L bracket is much smaller than the L bracket for the grip. The question we get most often is, can I use the same L bracket for the grip and for the camera? And the answer is no. Notice the vast difference of the design of these plates. And that's because each of these plates takes into consideration the geometrics of the part. So for example, the grip is much wider than the body, so the plate has to be wider to offer the same kind of performance, okay? And also on the side here, notice that we have to have the cutout for the battery. Obviously the battery exits through here on the body, so there's nothing to worry about as far as batteries here on the side. But on the grip, we have to worry about the battery access. So we have this large opening here. So it makes opening the battery really easy, okay? All right, so let's put this away and let's talk about the features in detail on this Nikon D850 L bracket, okay? So let's go from top to bottom, okay? So notice here we have the magnetic Allen key storage, okay? So this just pops in and the magnet keeps the Allen wrench so it doesn't fall out accidentally. Okay, once we remove it, we have additional 1/4-20 holes in here, okay? And a 1/4-20 hole here could be used to attach various accessories. I'll show later. Also on the side here we have 1/4-20s and anti-rotation holes, okay? This vertical part features two safety stop screws, okay? And these are here to prevent accidental slide out. Should the clamp become loose in the ball head, these will get in the way and prevent the camera from accidentally sliding out. Every one of these stop screws is removable, okay? I've actually just removed one here and I'm gonna just show you how to put it back in, okay? So it just very simply screws back in with the Allen wrench, okay? We have the same type of stop screws on the bottom here, and those can be removed as well. This here is the Arca-Swiss surface, and so is one here, obviously, okay? So these two screws here hold the rods in this vertical part, and these two screws latch onto the rod here in the bottom part, okay? There's additional 1/4-20 hole here, and that's used if you want to attach third-party mounting plates, okay? The mounting screw is this one. This here is the port for the strap. And we actually have also a hand strap loop here, okay? If you look from the inside, this would be the anti-rotation pin. That's perfectly matched to the Nikon D850 pin here, okay? This one, okay? So these align perfectly, and this is how you attach the plate, okay? You just use the included Allen wrench, and that gets mounted really quick, okay? It's nice and sturdy. Then you tighten, to extend the L bracket, you should loosen these two, and then the L bracket will let you slide out, okay? Let's keep it about here. You should tighten the screw in the back first, and the screw in the front second, okay? These should be tight all the time, okay? But you can just check, make sure everything's tight. All right, so here we are, we attach the L bracket again. Okay, now let me talk about some of the more advanced features on this L bracket. So on the top I mentioned we have this 1/4-20 thread. So over here we can install cold shoes, okay? And notice this little anti-rotation hole here. So we can drop in this little pin. And these are optional on our website. And then you can install this cold shoe here. So the pin prevents the cold shoe from rotating. So you get a really nice connection here. Should you install some accessory on top, you know, this anti-rotation will prevent this from rotating. So it's gonna keep the your accessory pointing in the right direction all the time. So let's say we want to mount this light here, for example, okay? So if I put this on top here, so once I install this light here, the cold shoe is not moving. You know, with the anti-rotation, it stays in one place, and it just reduces a lot of your frustration. Also, more of these cold shoes could be installed here on the side, as we have a 1/4-20 holes here as well, okay? Also, we make this specific accessory here, and this is used to pinch the cables against the L bracket. So this reduces the chance of port damage to your camera, okay? So these you just align these with the holes, screw them in. We have these nice thumb screws here. Okay. You notice we have this opening here now, okay? So once I get something like an HDMI or USB cable for tethered shooting, I can just feed this in here. If you have a larger plug, obviously you can, you know, these come apart, so you can just do one at a time. So you just feed the cable through, okay? And then you just open up the door. And you insert the cable, okay? Can you see this okay? All right. So to tighten, obviously I recommend just kind of making sure the plug stays neutral. And then you just tighten these, okay? Now be careful not to damage your cable, okay? If you want to protect your cable with some gaffer tape or some other invention, go ahead, obviously, all right? Okay, so this is it. So what we have now, we have a very nicely protected port. We're protected against bumps from either side and protected against, you know, snagging the cable, okay? Also, what could be recommended, you could purchase like these pigtails. So then you can have this short cable here with the port, HDMI port at the end, so then you can quickly disconnect this. So we're gonna attach now the grip to the camera. Now we can actually attach it with the L bracket already on. But let me show you how quickly you can take this off, okay? And it just comes off, okay? So let's go about the features of this PLN MB-D18 L bracket for the D850 with the grip, MB-D18 grip. So similar to the body one, you have the Allen key storage on top. Okay, that just pops in. We also have 1/4-20 threads for accessories or our cold shoes with the anti-rotation. On the side here we have the holes here for the cable protection or cold shoes or additional accessories. Safety stop screws, opening here for the battery access. These screws here hold on to the rods for the vertical part, and these screws here hold on to the rods for the bottom part, okay? Going on, these are the safety stops for the bottom plate. Additional 1/4-20 thread for optional accessories, straps or third-party plates. Camera mounting screw. This is a strap port for the SS2 strap. So the SS2 strap, here's the plug. It's a plunger type plug. You push the button here. Once you release the button, the piston here expands or locks in these bearings, and it expands inside the receiver, therefore eliminating a possibility of release, okay? Because the part that's inside is larger than the opening, okay? So it just pops in and makes a really nice connection, okay? This is our rapid release strap, okay? And then we have a hand strap loop, okay? All right, so let's put this back on the camera. Again, just align the, to put back on the camera, just align the mounting screw, align the plate. Use the Allen wrench that's included. You know, maybe wiggle it a little bit into place. and then you can tighten. Okay, so now it's secure in place. Now we have these here are loose. Okay, so we got to tighten those screws to prevent the plate from releasing. It is recommended that you tighten the one in the back first, then the one in the front. And the only reason for that is if you tighten this one, it kind of brings the bracket closer. So if you want to have it right against the body, otherwise it doesn't really matter. Now to talk about the more advanced features, we can install this this cold shoe here, right? We're going to insert this anti-rotation pin, okay? So that just pops in. And on our cold shoes, we have anti-rotation holes as well, okay? So those align with the pin. And then you just simply tighten and screw. And the pin prevents the cold shoe from rotating, okay? Or you can install additional cold shoes here if you wish, if you need them. Or additional accessories, maybe a magic arm or something else, okay? This is part number 810. Cable port snag protector, and this also works with the L bracket for the grip for the D850, okay? And this just attaches via these two thumb screws. It is an additional optional accessory, okay? And like we mentioned previously, you can just feed the cable through here. I have to open this up a bit for the plug. And you can just open these ports on the side, and this would just go into the HDMI port, for example, okay? And then you just tighten this. Make sure to kind of keep the plug neutral. All right, so we have snag protection now. We also have bump protection so you don't damage the port, okay? So this is one of my favorite accessories for the L bracket, especially if you shoot tethered, or if you shoot with the, let's say if you shoot with the, with like a field monitor. Okay, you can pop that in using our rosette here for tilting. But right now you don't have to worry about, you know, snagging the cable from your camera when you have this attached. So this makes it really easy, okay? Here's the look from the back. Just have to get a shorter cable. Okay, and then this would just plug in. Okay. So thanks for watching this video. If you liked what you see, please subscribe. Visit our website at promediagear.com. We also sell through a network of dealers. If you go to our website, you can find a dealer near you. Thank you.